श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्त्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त नारायणीति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत श्री राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। सप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So since Srila Rupa Goswami's Tithi is also coming, it's just tomorrow. So I would like to sing Shiksha Ashtakam, which is actually spoken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at different times in Chaitanya Leela. But all those beautiful shlokas were rearranged, were properly written in this form of an Ashtakam by Srila Rupa Goswami. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has spoken all these verses. They are originally spoken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but they are first given a text form in a proper document in a particular sequence. All these eight shlokas were written by Srila Rupa Goswami. So we will try and sing this beautiful Shiksha. I'll just share the screen for everyone. चेतो दर्पणमार्जनम् भवमादावाग्नि निर्वापनम् श्रेयकैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणम् विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनम् प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतास्वादनम् सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम् आकार्य बहुधा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रार्पिता निह स्मरणे न कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमिदृशमिह जनिनानुरागः तृणादपि सुनिचेना तरोरि सहिष्णुना अमानिनान् देना कीर्तनीया सदा हरि न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं पितां वा जगदिकामये मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवताद्भक्तिरहेतु की त्वयि ऐनन्नुजकिञ्चरं पतितं मां विषमे भवाम्बुधो कृपया तव पादपङ्कज स्थितधूलि सदृशीं विचिन्तया नयनं अश्रुधारय वदनं गद्गद रुद्धया गिरा पुलकैर्निचितं वपु कदा तव नाम मे भविष्यति युगायतं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्राविशायितम् शून्यायतं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दविरहे मे आश्लिष्य वा पादरतां पिनष्टु माम् अदर्शनान् मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदुलं पटो प्राणनाथ स एव नापरः नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णा कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So, since our last class, we had our question answer sessions in we discussed various topics, very important topics, which are very genuine questions, and the answers of that actually cleared so much of our foundational concepts. So, once we were explaining about the different bodies that we possess. We have material body, plus we also have a spiritual body. We elaborately on that point, but I wanted to give a few examples. And continuing with that, that how our material body comprises of two bodies, that is gross body and subtle body. But then this soul, which is the part and parcel of Krishna, so this soul in itself is like a seed, and when it sprouts, when it gets proper nourishment, then this seed develops into a tree that which has beautiful branches, beautiful leaves, flowers, and fruits. So all that information is present just inside that seed form. So that soul, when we attain perfection in Krishna consciousness, then that soul develops its own spiritual body. That we already have a spiritual eyes, spiritual ears, spiritual nose, spiritual limbs, which we can communicate with Krishna. We cannot communicate with Krishna from these material body, but from that spiritual senses can communicate, we can reciprocate with Krishna and anything related to Krishna in that spiritual world. So it's not just some imagination. Our acharyas, previous acharyas, have actually like performed those pastimes which proves this fact. And we heard there are two particular examples that we can cover for this. That is, one is Srinivas Acharya. How Srinivas Acharya, he was he went into a samadhi state. A samadhi state is kind of a trance state in which a person completely different world. He is not no longer present with these material senses. So Srinivas Acharya, he sat into meditation. He sat into and went into a samadhi. And in that samadhi, he entered into the pastimes of Radha Krishna in his own spiritual form, with his own spirit. Everyone around, they started thinking that something is wrong, that Srinivas Acharya is not responding. His body is not responding at all. Seems that he is no longer alive. Then one of his disciple, Sri Ramchandra Das, he came and stopped everyone and said that just wait for some time. I will go and find my Guru Maharaj. And then he also sat into meditation in that samadhi state. And he told everyone that don't do anything with our bodies until I come back. And then in that samadhi state, he started searching for his Guru Maharaj, that is Srinivas Acharya. And searching in the spiritual world, in his own spiritual body, he found that his Guru Maharaj, Srinivas Acharya, is in Radha Kund, where Radha Rani and all the Sakhis, the friends of Krishna, they are friends of Radha Rani, they are present. And Ramchandra Das, in his own spiritual form as a Manjari, he saw his Gurudev in his Sakhi form. He is inside Radha Kund and searching for something. Then he found out that Radharani's nose ring has been lost. It has been dropped in Radha Kund. So all the Sakhis, they started searching this very dear nose ring of Radharani. Now in that search, Sri Ramchandra Das also became a part. He went to search, he went to find his Guru Maharaj where he has gone. He found where he is, but he himself is engaged in the service with his Guru Maharaj. So what is happening that Sri Ramchandra Das, he when entered in Radha Kund in his own Sakhi form, he is searching. He is searching for that nose ring. Now while searching, he is the one who found the nose ring first. And then as soon as he found what he did, he gave that nose ring to whom? To Srimati Radharani. He should have given to Radharani because Radharani is her nose ring only got misplaced, got dropped in Radha Kund. But Sri Ramchandra Das, what he did, he first gave that nose ring to his Guru Maharaj, that is Srinivas Acharya, who is in the form of a Sakhi there. And then Srinivas Acharya giving to Lalita Sakhi. And through Lalita Sakhi, that nose ring is coming to Srimati Radharani. And Radharani, she became so pleased seeing this nose ring. She became so pleased. She became so pleased that she is asking everyone that, oh, who has brought this nose ring? Who has found this? I want to reward that person. And then everyone, they shifted this uh, Ramchandra Das in front and said that this new Manjari, she has actually found your nose ring. So Radharani became so pleased and rewarded her. The main lesson behind this particular pastime is that how the word anugatya that we always talk about is so prominent. So prominent. Anugatya means following the footsteps, not really jumping directly and doing things out of our eligibility. Going beyond our qualifications and doing different kind of services and different kind of actions that are not meant for us, but we should have followed behind the footsteps of Guru Vargas. So in this case, regarding this, a very beautiful statement was made by Srila Bhakti Kumud Sant Goswami Maharaj, who was disciple of Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He said that in Chaitanya Charitamrit, there is a very beautiful payar which is like the basis of Jiva Tattva. And we already heard that payar in Jaiva Dharma introduction also. That is, Jivera Swarupa Hai Krishnera Nitya Das. So that means that Jiva's Swarup, its eternal form, eternal nature, is to be the servant of Krishna. Now, Srila Bhakti Kumud Sant Goswami Maharaj, he wrote an article in which he said that Krishna actually comes in multiple forms. And one of the form in which Krishna comes is in the form of Shri Guru. Krishna himself in search for his lost servant. In search for his lost servant, he actually, out of compassion, either comes himself or send his associates who are non-different from him in the form of Guru in this world. So, Sri Bhakti Kumud Sant Goswami Maharaj Ji made a very beautiful statement saying that if we ask this question that which Krishna is there in this particular statement, the statement is Jivera Swarup Hai Krishner Nityadas. But which Krishna? Dwarika Krishna? Mathura Krishna? Vraj Krishna? Which Krishna? That's the question that he asked. He said that Krishna, he is busy. He is very much busy in his own pastimes and exchanges with the Vrajvasis in Golok Vrindavan. So is he directly searching? Is he directly saying what is the need of jivas? Oh, jivas are suffering so much. Is he directly seeing that? If he directly only seeing, then what's the need of Paramatma, the super soul that is present inside us? What is the need of all the Vishnu Tattvas who are the maintainer of the universes? If Krishna himself only has to do this. So he is saying a very beautiful point here that we have to understand which Krishna is getting targeted here. Jivera Swarup Hoye Krishnera Nityadas. Which Krishna? That Krishna who actually comes in the form of Shri Guru. Morning in the Aarti, we always sing Guru Ashtakam. In Guru Ashtakam, there comes a stanza written by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, which says, साक्षाद् हरित्वेन समस्त शास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भाव्यत एव सद्भिः किन्तु प्रभोर्या प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरोष्टि चरणारविन्दम्. It says, साक्षाद् हरित्वेन समस्त शास्त्रे. All the scriptures together in one single voice are saying that, oh Shri Guru is Sakshat Hari. He is as good as Lord Hari because he is so near and dear to him. So in that sequence, Srila Bhakti Komud Sant Goswami Maharaj Ji said that if we replace Krishna with Guru, it's not actually something wrong. We can seriously say this that Jivera Swarup hai Gurur Nitya Das. Why Gurur Nitya Das? Because at the time of practice, like we all are practitioners, we are trying to perform sadhana, we are trying to do sadhan bhajan, and for that we accept Shri Guru and we take shelter of Shri Guru. We act, we try to become a pure servant of Shri Guru, satisfying his desires, his spiritual desires regarding us. In that sense, we try to become a servant of Shri Guru. But is it limited until the stage we are practicing? For example, as soon as my practice is finished, my sadhana is over, I attain perfection, I attain Krishna Prem, then will my servitorship, my service to Guru will stop after that? It said, Jivera Swarup hai Gurur Nitya Das. Nitya means eternal. That means a Jiva is the eternal servant of his Guru. Eternal servant of his Guru. That means it's not just limited until few years of my initiation. It's not just limited until this birth till I am alive. No. Or maybe some birth, multiple births. No. Till the time of perfection, maybe. No. Even beyond that, after attaining perfection, after attaining the Siddhi, Swarup Siddhi, Vastu Siddhi, that means even after attaining my spiritual form in Sri Golok Vrindavan, serving Srimati Radharani Krishna along with the Vrajvasis, there also I will be identified as the servant of Sri Guru, who will be there performing in those pastimes of Radha Krishna, and I will be following him there also. And that's why it is eternal servant, not just servant for some years, for some birth, or until the time of perfection. No, even after perfection, that servitorship stays. So Jivera Swarupa hai Gurur Nitya Das. And this can be proved here. How Sri Ramchandra Das, in his own spiritual form as a Manjari, when he is inside Radha Kund searching for that nose ring and he found it, he did not give it directly to Srimati Radharani. He first gave to whom? His Guru Maharaj in the form of Sakhi, Srinivas Acharya in the form of Sakhi. He gave him first, and then it got passed on with that parampara there. So that parampara is not limited only till this material world. Parampara is eternal and it's present there also. So this is one of the very beautiful example that our Guru Vargas give regarding this concept of how the devotees, these kind of pure devotees who have attained perfection, they not just serve through these material bodies that they have got, through this body of five elements that we are able to see, but they can serve, they can do Manasi Seva. Manasi Seva means service by mind through their realized spiritual form. It's very important to understand that it's a realized spiritual form, spiritual body, not an imaginative one. So many of us, so many devotees also sometimes, while hearing all these things, they start thinking that, oh, I am also, my Swarup also must be a Manjari. So I also start thinking and imagining all these pastimes for myself. No, this is not right. Without realization, without proper process, we cannot do this. Another example, very beautiful example, comes of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, how he served. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, we all know, he is one of the six Goswamis of Vrindavan. And how he actually was so much opulent. His family background, the family that he belonged, so opulent. It's like more wealth than even Indra. His wealth, his opulence was compared with Indra, the demigod Indra, the king of demigods. So all these things he at once rejected and came into the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then when he was in Vrindavan, with the epitome of renunciation, with the highest level of renunciation, he was performing sadhan bhajan. So one day what happened in Vrindavan, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, he got a stomach ache. He got a very strong stomach ache, pain in stomach. So all the Brajvasis, those who were living near him, they all called a doctor, Ayurvedic doctor. Now Ayurvedic doctors, they are very expert. They are not like even the ancient Ayurvedic doctors, they were more expert than the present ones. They can just catch your nerves here, and without any instrument, they can just tell which part, which organ inside your body is getting defective and which organ needs what kind of care, what's getting problem in the liver, in the kidney, in pancreas, whatever it is, just by catching the nerve here. So this famous ancient Ayurvedic doctor who is very knowledgeable, he came and he caught the hand of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami to check what is there, why he is having the pain in stomach. And when he checked, he got little surprised, but he said that, what did you eat last day? Srila Raghunath Das Goswami must have eaten some heavy thing like sweet rice last day, because of which he is suffering from this diarrhea, this stomach ache. Now, as soon as the doctor said this, all the people, all the saints, all the local people present there, they started chastising this doctor that what are you saying? It seems that your knowledge is not complete. You should check once again. Something is wrong with your catching of the problem. Because Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, we have been seeing him from years. For so many years, we have been observing that how he is performing his sadhan bhajan. He does not have anything in the name of his belongings. He does not have any food items, not even have any utensil to cook. And you are saying that he has cooked sweet rice and eaten that? How can you say this? This is completely false. Check it again. Now the doctor said that I am not saying this. This is what the nerves are saying. He must have surely taken something heavy like sweet rice in the last day. So when this kind of discussion was going on, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, he was asked, and he hesitatingly, he told that yesterday Srimati Radharani and Brajendra Nandan Shri Krishna, my worshipable masters, they actually asked me for some sweet rice. So I prepared sweet rice for them and I offered to them. And that too within the mind, with my spiritual form as a manjari. He said that inside my mind only, in that spiritual form, I served Srimati Radharani and Krishna by preparing this sweet rice for them. And then whatever was left, first Krishna ate, and the remnants of Krishna were taken by Srimati Radharani. And those remnants of Srimati Radharani were taken by whom? Shri Roop Manjari. And under Shri Roop Manjari comes Shri Raghunath Das Goswami as Rati Manjari. So he said that when I took the remnants, I just took that. So because those remnants taken in that service within the spiritual form, in the mind, in that spiritual realm, so that sweet rice, it actually reflected on his this body also as Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. So how it is related? This is a great example which our Guru Vargas give. That what kind of service, what kind of intimacy was there in the service mood of these Goswami Vargas, that their activities in their mind, in that spiritual form, is reflecting on this material body also. So with these examples, we try to understand that how, what is our goal actually. We are here present in this material body, trying to fight with our anarthas, trying to perform some devotion, trying to attain that highest goal, Krishna Prem. But what to do after that? Attaining Krishna Prem means serving with love, not with this material body which is perishable. We attain that perfection in which we also will attain our spiritual form and serve accordingly. So, such beautiful examples were mentioned in our scriptures like Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, the beautiful pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and his associates. So, this was the complete concept of the question that was asked, and we were explaining through the differences of material body, spiritual body. So, now we will be moving on with our Jaiva Dharma, starting with our chapter 1. So, let's start. I will share the screen. So, Jaiva Dharma is actually divided into three parts. First part covers beautiful teachings and the etiquettes of Vaishnavism, of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And not just that, there are beautiful philosophy that has been covered with the story form. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has kept this first part explaining about some pastimes of the devotees of Lord Chaitanya in the ancient times and how they used to worship, what was the philosophy, how, what was their conduct. So all these things in a beautiful story-like form has been given in these initial chapters in the part 1. Then comes the part 2, which is more of philosophical, very much Siddhanta, so much philosophy regarding all the tattvas, Jiva Tattva, Maya Tattva, Shakti Tattva, Krishna Tattva, all these things, especially Jiva Tattva, Shakti Tattva has been covered in that. Now the third part is Rasa Tattva. So starting with the first part and even that chapter 1 of the first part, the name of that chapter is the eternal and temporary dharmas of the jivas. Eternal means that which is not just for a particular period of time, that which is for time immemorial, which had been and which will always be in the future, which will always be in the present all the time. Temporary is which is for some particular period to fulfill some purpose. And as soon as that purpose is fulfilled, then that temporary dharma is rejected. So let's start. So in this, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he is actually describing the pastimes of devotees present inside Navadvip Dham. Now someone may ask, what is Navadvip Dham? So let's briefly cover what it is actually. Like Lord Shri Krishna and all the associates of Vrindavan, of Golok Vrindavan, when Krishna actually comes here in this world to perform pastimes, does he come alone? No. He comes along with all his associates. Why would he will go alone? Coming here is like a leisure trip for Krishna. So a person who is very much attached to the family, will he want to go for vacations alone? No. He will take his family, parents, his friends, his wife, everyone he will take. So, in the same way, when Krishna comes, he does not come alone. He comes with his family. And because he is Lord Krishna, he is not an ordinary person. So, that's why he can actually bring his own house also. When we go for vacation, we cannot take our house, right? We have to adjust with all the things that are present outside. But Krishna, he can bring his own Golok Vrindavan here on this earth. And that's what he do always. Whenever he comes, Krishna always brings not just his associates, but also his Dham, his home, his Vrindavan. So Krishna, he comes with his Dham. Now that same Krishna, when he comes in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the combined form of Radha and Krishna, having the moods and complexion of Radharani. He is Krishna himself with the moods and complexion of Srimati Radhika. So when Srimati Radharani and Krishna they unite, it becomes Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu also is an eternal tattva. Try to understand this. It's not that Radha and Krishna they are present in Golok Vrindavan. Krishna desired to relish the moods of Radharani, and then he just combined with Radharani and came as Mahaprabhu in Navadvip Dham for 48 years, and then he went back and they again became Radha Krishna. No, this is not the right understanding. When we say that Mahaprabhu, it's not just like an incarnation which has been created for some time. No. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is eternal. Gaur Tattva is eternal. And he has his own abode. As Krishna, with all his associates, Radharani, Ashodamaya, they have Golok Vrindavan. They stay in Golok Vrindavan. That's their abode, eternal abode. In the same way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with all his associates, he has his own abode as Navadvip Dham, in the spiritual world also. And when he comes with his associates and his Dham also. So that same, like Vrindavan is for Krishna. In the same way, Navadvip is for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, very nice twist point here is that since Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are non-different. Mahaprabhu is not even an incarnation of Krishna. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Krishna himself with the moods of Radharani. It's like double power, double strength. That's why it said that Krishna is compassionate, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is most compassionate. Mahavadanya. Mahavadanya. Why? Because of Radharani, which is compassionate potency. She is the mistress of compassionate potency. Now, since Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has no difference, in the same way, their abode also has no difference. Vrindavan, Braj Dham is non-different from Navadvip Dham. Our acharyas, they confirm this, that never differentiate between Vrindavan Dham and Navadvip Dham. What is the proof? What is the proof? The proof is given by one of the associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is whom? Shri Prabodhanand Saraswati Thakur. Srila Prabodhanand Saraswati Pad, who is one of a dear associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to Vrindavan, he was actually living in South India. There is a place called Srirangam. So he was living in Srirangam and he was worshipper of Lakshmi and Narayan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went for the South India tour, traveling and preaching in South India, there he stayed in the house of this particular Vaishnava, who was worshipper of Lakshmi Narayan. And there Mahaprabhu converted him. Mahaprabhu explained him that the worship that you are performing of Lakshmi Narayan, they are actually expansions of Radha and Krishna. Radha Krishna are the original personalities, and from them comes these expansions. So this particular Vaishnava, he became devotee of Radha Krishna, and after Mahaprabhu left, he left from Srirangam to Vrindavan Dham, and he stayed his whole life in Vrindavan Dham. He never went to Navadvip, never ever. But There, staying in Vrindavan Dham, he wrote a beautiful book, very beautiful book glorifying Sri Navadvip Dham. Such a great twist. He has never been to Navadvip Dham. He has always resided in Vrindavan Dham. Before that, he was in Srirangam. And now he residing in Vrindavan Dham, he is writing a book on Navadvip Dham. And in that book, he has mentioned the glories and about Sri Navadvip Dham in such a way that he has lived all his life in Navadvip Dham. He can even tell that, for example, a person who is very much known with the place around, he can even tell the distance between two pillars on the street. And that's how is the writing of Srila Prabodhanand Saraswati Pad. Never been to Navadvip Dham, but in his Granth Navadvip Shatakam, he is writing so much detail. Which tree is present where? From which side of Sri Ganga this particular place is there? What is the distance between these two particular spots? Everything he is mentioning so beautifully, so exactly as if he can have darshan of Navadvip Dham all the time. That personality who has never been to Navadvip. So how he could? Because he was present in Vrindavan Dham and he could have darshans of Vrindavan Dham. He developed those perfections through which he can see through Vrindavan Dham. And in that chamber of Vrindavan Dham, in that realm, in that domain of Vrindavan, Sri Navadvip Dham is already present. Why? Because Vrindavan Dham is of Srimati Radharani and Krishna. And Navadvip Dham is of both Radha Krishna in the form of Mahaprabhu. So, the difference between Navadvip Dham and Vrindavan Dham is nothing. And in the same way, another example, Shri Swarup Damodar Goswami, who was in Navadvip all the time, then went to Jagannath Puri with Mahaprabhu. He never went to Vrindavan Dham. But Shri Mahaprabhu is saying that Swarup Damodar is the real Vrajvasi. Vrajvasi means the resident of Vraj, Vrindavan. So how Mahaprabhu is saying this? Is Mahaprabhu lying? No. Mahaprabhu is saying because this is the understanding. He is real Vrajvasi. Although he stayed in Navadvip, but he could have darshan of Vrindavan much better than those who are just externally staying in Vrindavan. So this is the understanding that we should first develop, and then we can understand about the glories of Navadvip Dham. Here we can see Navadvip. Navadvip means 9 dvipa. Nava means 9, dvipa means islands. So Navadvip means 9 islands. And here in this chart also we can see there are 9 islands whose names are Antardvip, Semantadvip, Godrumdvip, Madhyadvip, Koladvip, Ritudvip, Janudvip, Modadrumdvip, and Rudradvip. Now all these islands, in between there is this Antardvip which is called Yogapit. This is the place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. Under a neem tree, Mahaprabhu appeared, and that's why his name is also called as Nimai. We all know Mahaprabhu is called as Nimai also. Why Nimai? Because he took birth under a neem tree. So his mother kept his name as Nimai also in the childhood. Now each of these 9 islands represents 9 limbs of bhakti. In the teachings of Prahlad Maharaj has said the 9 limbs of bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. And each of this island represents a particular limb of bhakti. Like Antardvip, it starts with Semantadvip, Shravana. Semantadvip is prominent for Shravan, representing Shravan, the limb of bhakti. Godrum Dvip representing Kirtan. Madhya Dvip representing Smaran, remembrance. Koladvip representing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam. And then Ritudvip, Archan, Janudvip, Vandana, Modrum Dvip, Dasyam, Rudradvip, Sakhyam, that is friendship. And then Antardvip, it represents a Atma Nivedanam. So in this way, all these islands are representing the nine limbs of bhakti. So we should understand this when we talk about Navadvip, how prominent it is. What are its glories? Each island has so many different pastime places. Now, among all these, you can see in the right corner, in the green color, there is Godrum Dweep. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in this first part of Jaiva Dharma, when he is describing about the ancient Vaishnavas who were following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so one of the Vaishnava he was talking about is actually belonging to this Godrum Dweep. He is having his bhajan kutir in this beautiful Godrum Dweep. So let's start with the understanding of what is Godrum Dweep. We can see that it was situated on the eastern bank of Ganga. Now, as we previously just discussed, that how Navadvip Dham is non-different from Vraj Dham, Vrindavan Dham. In the same way, every pastime that is present in Vrindavan, like Vamshi, Vat, Rasa Sthali, all these pastime places, they are present in Navadvip Dham also. And that's the prominence of this place. In Navadvip, we are talking about Godrum Kunj. So this Godrum Dweep is non-different from Nandagram of Vrindavan, of Vrajdham, the place of father of Krishna, Nand Baba's, Nandagram. So that is Godrum Dweep in Navadvip Dham. So this place, whole of Bengal side, especially this Navadvip Dham, this Navadvip area, was very much famous for it's called like an educational hub for Vedic sciences. All the beautiful big debates and big scholars, ancient Vedic scholars, they all used to reside here. And they used to actually come from different parts of the country to study Shastras here. It's like that spiritual hub of that time. So many stalwart practitioners, they used to stay and perform bhajan there. And in that Godrum Dweep, there is a particular Vaishnava whose name is Prem Das Paramahans Babaji Maharaj. What's the name? Prem Das Babaji Maharaj, who is a Shiksha disciple of Pradyumna Brahmachari. His guru's name is Pradyumna Brahmachari. So it's important to just remember these names for the initial spot so that we can relate more how beautiful personalities they are. We can relate with the pastimes that they have performed. So that's why this particular Vaishnava, his name is Prem Das Babaji Maharaj. He used to stay in a kunj of his own Guru Maharaj Ji, that is Pradyumna Brahmachari. So the name of the kunj was Pradyumna Kunj. Kunj are beautiful groves. It's like hut-shaped things, naturally made. So Premdas Babaji Maharaj, he is staying in that kunja. Now, one important point to understand here is the name itself. We are saying Premdas Babaji Maharaj. What is the meaning of Babaji Maharaj? In general, we all know what is Babaji. We use it in very general sense also. That how if some beggar also come in the house asking for something, that please give me some food, groceries or some money as a donation. So we call that person also that, oh, some Babaji has come. Also in Vrindavan, on the streets, we find so many different devotees, so many different personalities who are actually living very menial life, and we call them as Babajis. They are just staying across the streets or on the roadsides. Now, there are some such personalities who live there in Vrindavan but do some bad activities also, like smoking weed, doing misconducts, and them also, in general sense, we say them also as Babaji. We have to understand that this Babaji term that we are using here, that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has used there, that the purest nature of that word Babaji is something very pure. Our Guru Maharaj Ji, Sripad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj Ji, he says this, that how particularly at this modern time, what's happening? There is happening prostitution of words. What? Prostitution of words. That means the words which are very pure and very significant in terms of spiritual life, in terms of overall um, well being or overall understanding of the absolute concepts. So, those terms are actually undergoing prostitution. That those pure words are being used in a very nonsense way, in a very low level ways. For example, this word guru in itself. These days, what happens? A person who is going into the gym also, he is saying that, oh, the trainer is my guru. The person who is learning some external, some material skills, like how to cheat, how to control others. So those who are teaching that, he is also guru. So the guru term is very deep and very strong. It's very pure, not used like this. There is difference between teacher and guru. But right now what's happening? Everything is mixed. Teacher is called as guru. Guru is only the personality who takes us towards Krishna, who develops our relationship with Krishna, who reestablishes it. So in the same way, we are talking about Babaji. So Babaji Vesh, what it is, let's understand it. Our Guru Vargas explain that there are two kinds of devotees. Two kinds of devotees. One is Gosthanandi, another is Bhajananandi. So Bhajananandi are those devotees who stay at one particular place, who don't travel much, who don't do much preaching activity. They stay at one place and they perform their devotional services. As per seeing their nature, their Guru Maharaj give them this particular instruction to stay like this as a Bhajananandi. And for that term, Bhajananandi, because when the categories are divided, so the uniform also is changed, the name also is changed, so that we can understand the difference. If the name is same, uniform is same, then a person will not understand the difference, that which school or which category the person belongs to. In the same way, to differentiate between these two kinds of devotees, Guru Vargas have divided them into two different sets. One set is of Bhajananandi, and when a person is observed that he is very much inclined for being a Bhajananandi, then the Guru gives a particular uniform, and that is called Babaji Vesh. Vesh means uniform. In that Babaji Vesh, if you must have seen some Babaji in our Sampradaya, the Babaji Maharaj. So they wear white cloth only. They don't wear saffron and they don't wear dhoti. They just apply a cloth. And then on the other side, we all know the sannyasis. They are in saffron, having saffron colored attire, the Vesh. So these sannyasis, they come in the category of Ghoshtanandi, that is second category. First category was Bhajananandi, the one who performs bhajan staying in one place, following the orders of Guru Maharaj Ji, following them, chanting his rounds and performing his devotional activities and services one place, not moving much. sometimes very rarely if he goes for preaching. But on the other side, there is another group of devotee, another category which is called Gosthanandi, whose main purpose, main goal is to make as much as possible, is to make as many people as devotees all around the world. Whoever he meets, he goes out of Vrindavan Dham, and he what he do? He preaches about Krishna consciousness. He understands the heart, the suffering of the jivas in this world, and out of compassion, what he does? He goes out of his very own home. These personalities, these devotees, their home is Vrindavan Dham. They never want to leave out of that place. Who will want to leave out that place where the Lord is performing pastimes all the moment, which is the home of Krishna? Krishna himself never wants to leave Vrindavan. Himself says that I never ever put even one step outside Vrindavan, and I never even want to. Vrindavan parityajya padam ekam na gacchati. Not even a single step I want to put out of Vrindavan Dham. How come? These personalities, they leave that abode of Lord, they leave that their favorite place, go outside, travel to different countries, different areas, just out of compassion, to preach, to follow the orders of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? पृथ्वीते आचे जत नगर आदि ग्राम सर्वत्र प्रचार है मोर नाम. That in every town, every village, every city, every corner of this whole world, पृथ्वीते आचे यदि नगर आदि ग्राम, be it any town, any village, सर्वत्र प्रचार है मोर नाम. Everywhere my name should be preached. My name should reach at place. And we can see right now how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everywhere in the whole world, there is no town, there is no village where this Hari Sankirtan, this Nam Sankirtan is not going on. We find devotees every corner of the world. So who started this? Gosthanandi. Who started this? Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who was initially what? He was initially a Bhajananandi. Took a vow to chant how many names? 100 crore names. 100 crore means how much it becomes? It's like 1000 million. That is 1 billion names. 1 billion holy names. He took a vow to chant 1 billion holy names. And for 10 years straight, 10 years straight, Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, every day he chanted 192 rounds. That is 300,000 holy names. 192 rounds. And how he is living? He is doing go grass. Just eating once in a day, and that too in what way? Keeping his hands at the back. He just pours some rice on a hot rock, and that from the sunlight only the rice is cooked. And then once he will just like a cow, the way the cow eats. That's why its name is go grass. The way cow eats. How cow eats? From his mouth licking, collecting whatever food is there. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, once in a day he is eating and eating like this, hands at the back, and he's going down, bending forward, eating from that rock, the rices, all that rice. And then once the face is up, face is raised, head, he will not eat again. This is how he did for 10 years. And while he was doing, he had darshan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came in front of him along with all his associates and asked this, said this, that I have not sent you here to perform just your own bhajan. I have sent you here for not just performing your own bhajan, but to preach about Krishna consciousness, but to preach my name. And then Srila Prabhupada said that how can I do that? For preaching activity, there is a requirement of two types of resources. One is wealth and another is human resources. I don't have people with me and I don't even have wealth, money. How can I start preaching? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he blessed him and said that all that I will arrange for you. I will arrange for you all those things. I will arrange humans, people also, and I'll arrange wealth also. You just go out and preach. And from there started a huge wave of preaching, where Srila Prabhupada established 64 mutt all across India. And his disciple, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Swami Prabhupada, Swami Maharaj Ji, he came. And how? By the blessings of his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he could preach in the Western world, and now everywhere this Krishna consciousness movement is. So how Srila Prabhupada, being a Bhajananandi, performing his bhajan in Navadvip Dham, after getting darshan and orders of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he became? He became a Gosthanandi. He left Navadvip Dham, established a temple in Kolkata, which is like the most materialistic city at that time, most materialistic city. Leaving that pure place, pure dham, he established a center in Kolkata just to fulfill the orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. From extreme Bhajananandi, he became an extreme Ghoshtanandi. So beautiful. And this is how all our acharyas, all our Guru Vargas, they have done. They have shown through their own conduct. Srila Gurudev Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ji, when he used to travel to West, he used to say there that I have not come here to actually take anything from you. I have not come here for money. I have not come here to eat your food. I had no scarcity back there in Mathura, in my mutt, in my temple. I have come here not from a poor country, poor India. I have come from a very rich India, a India with rich heritage. I have come with some wealth to distribute here. I have come to give you something, not to take anything from you. I have left my home, Vrindavan, where I was very happy, very satisfied. I was performing my Nam Bhajan, everything, and I was so much blissful all the time. But I have left that state and came in this place of materialistic people just for one thing, to give you something. So this is the nature of Goshthanandi. So we try to understand this, that we don't, these are the two differences between a Ghoshtanandi and Bhajananandi. That Ghoshtanandi prominent activities are preaching activities with the proper conduct, following proper rules, following, performing his own bhajan. He is taking the time from his personal bhajan and he is giving that time in uplifting others. And on the other side, Bhajananandi, who is performing bhajan day and night, staying in one place. So, Shri Prem Das Babaji Maharaj, he was a Babaji Maharaj. He was a Bhajananandi. There is another example, very recent one, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Who is he? He is Shri Guru of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So these personalities, they are not ordinary. Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, so much glorious, so much glorious. How the way he performed his bhajan, the way he used to perform and cry for Radha Krishna attracted even Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. He got so attracted, said, I will not take initiation from anyone except you. I will not accept Guru to anyone except you. And for that, he performed so much extreme fastings and everything. And then Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he came to Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and said that, please be merciful on this boy. Otherwise, he will die. And then Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj accepted Srila Prabhupada ji. When first time Srila Prabhupada went to Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, that Srila Prabhupada who is so qualified in every way, like so much intelligent, he knows so many scriptures, he is having Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur as his father, and so much material knowledge of astrology, of Sanskrit and everything. But when he approached Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, what he said? Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj said that you are not qualified to get initiation from me. At once he said this and sent him away, that you are not qualified. And Srila Prabhupada says that first time in my life, I felt such a strong thunderbolt coming on my head like this. Through their own conduct, they are explaining. So how this Babaji Vesh, it's a very high class Vesh. It's very high class thing. Not something very general that we just use it in a general sense. So Shri Prem Das Babaji Maharaj, he was also in that spiritual line, completely aloof from any material impurities, from any material contact, staying in Dham, performing devotional service to Srimati Radharani, to Krishna, to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there is so many beautiful teachings that we can get just from the life and his practices, just from his practices. And so much inspiration comes just hearing those practices, those conduct that Srila Premdas Babaji Maharaj has followed. So time is already finished almost. So we will continue with this, understanding the personality of Srila Premdas Babaji Maharaj, the conduct that he is performing, the teachings that are applicable for us, that we should actually we should strive for that. So we are hearing these things not to just hear a story. Try to understand this. It's a very important point that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has not written any novel covering a story that, okay, there was one devotee, another devotee came, he got inspired, and all these activities happening. No. Each and every line of this Grantha, we should try to understand what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is desiring to give us through this. Why he has actually mentioned this particular instance of Premdas Babaji Maharaj. Why he has mentioned this particular point about him. Why? To develop some greed inside our heart. That, oh, this particular point. Oh, Shri Premdas Babaji Maharaj, this is how he chants. Is this the way of chanting? I never ever did like this. The way he is chanting with so much absorption, so much focus, so much love. I should also do this. This is an instruction for me. If we follow with this kind of attitude, then we will be able to extract much more than we will extract just by hearing the stories. Obviously, hearing the stories will be creating some sanskaras. But if we try to understand the moods of the writer of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, why he has mentioned this, then we will be able to extract so much more. An intelligent person would always desire. We have so much limited time in this world, so we should try that as much as possible, with as much as good quality, we can extract these beautiful teachings and try to apply in our life. Then only it will be of real use. So Srila Premdas Babaji Maharaj, all glories to him. And in the upcoming classes, we will try to understand how beautiful dealings are there in Vaishnav culture. Sometimes we forget all these things, how to deal with Vaishnavas. Nobody actually come and teach us all these basic things, that all these minute things basically. And in these conducts that they are showing, So many small, minute details of the beauty of this Vaishnavism, the beauty of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, it gets highlighted. It's very beautiful. We'll cover this. We will continue in our next class. So, yes, tomorrow is a very beautiful and auspicious Tithi, Srila Rupa Goswami's disappearance day. So, it's a great festival tomorrow. We all also are going to Vrindavan for 2 days. We will have programs there. We'll go to Rupa Goswami's Samadhi. We'll pay pranams there and hear about his great contribution. Great contribution. Actually, today we are here discussing all these moods, discussing all these heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is actually the heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we are able to even get to know this only and only because of Srila Rupa Goswami. It is said Srila Rupa Goswami is like Nija Rupe. Nija Rupa means he is his form. He is like the Roop of Mahaprabhu. He is like the form and the personality of Mahaprabhu. Srila Gurudev, I will just end this with one example, as it is Srila Rupa Goswami's Tithi tomorrow. So we'll just try to give one small little Pushpanjali in 5 minutes. Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Gurudev used to say that he is like flute of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Flute of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How? He said that his everything, whatever he has written, whatever he has spoken, it is actually the words of Mahaprabhu. He said that like a person who plays the flute. So the person who plays the flute, the sound that is coming out of the flute first actually came from the heart of that person. The person who is playing the flute, he is having the tune inside his head, inside his heart. And that particular tune, that particular mood, he is playing on that instrument, on that flute, and then the flute is making the sound. So when we hear anything, whose song it is actually, whose melody it is actually, it is the melody of the person who is playing the flute. It's not the melody of flute itself, the melody of person who is playing the flute. So in the same way, that person who is playing the flute is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the flute in itself is Srila Rupa Goswami, who is like an instrument, not any ordinary instrument, very sweet instrument. This instrument is something very extraordinary that it can perform even those things which the person who is playing the flute also cannot perform. Try to understand. For example, Krishna. Krishna plays the flute. Now, at the middle of the night, Krishna wants to call all the gopis. Krishna cannot go inside their house in the middle of the night and meet them and tell them. No, he cannot communicate like that. So what he do? Something that he cannot do, his flute can do. The flute of Krishna, the melody that Krishna makes from it, that flute can enter inside the house of each gopi, inside their bedroom, and inside their ears. And through their ears, it will enter into the heart and will carry, this flute will carry the heart of the gopis and bring it to Krishna. So that thing which Krishna also could not perform, the flute is able to perform. But it is being performed by whom? Krishna only. And that's why the difference is not there. So in the same way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Srila Rupa Goswami. The heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is said that Srila Rupa Goswami, whatever writings he has given, whatever has actually been written from his pen, from his ballpoint, every word, every letter, it is actually coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Exactly coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So his words are non-different from the words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that much closeness, that much identical nature is there between Srila Rupa Goswami and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that's why it has been said, Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale. Srila Rupa Goswami is that personality who has established the heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That thing which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself did not give, could not give. But that thing was of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He could not give, that's another thing. But that thing was of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was a property of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he gave through his instrument, that is Srila Rupa Goswami. Like Krishna. We just heard this example, beautiful example. Srila Gurudev, Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj used to give this example. That Krishna, he cannot enter into the house of gopis like this in the middle of night, but the flute can enter. So in actual, Krishna is the one calling, Krishna is the one communicating. But what is the major instrument through which he is able to, without which he will not be able to? That is flute. So such important, such powerful, the flute of Krishna is. In the same way, Srila Rupa Goswami is such a powerful associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, completely identical, who could understand the heart of Sri Chaitanya. So tomorrow is that Tithi. It is very important. It is very, very great, auspicious day for us, because we all identify ourselves as Rupa Nuga. We all are the followers of Rupa Goswami. So it's a huge day for us. So let's pray at the lotus feet of all our Guru Vargas that somehow or other, at least in this lifetime, we can understand few drops of this great ocean that has been given by Srila Rupa Goswami. Just a few drops also, if we understand, then we will be able to actually make our life successful. Vancha kaltarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Sorry for the delay.
Yes, Mataji.
Just one very short. What's the name of the book that Srila Prabodhananda wrote about Navadvip? You mentioned?
Srila Prabodhanand Saraswati Pad wrote a book on Sri Navadvip Dham, glorifying Navadvip Dham, that is Navadvip Shatakam.
Navadvip Shaktikam?
Shatakam, Shatakam. Shata means 100. So he actually glorified Navadvip Dham in 100 verses. He wrote
Navadvip Shatakam.
So that's got the name Shatakam. Navadvip Shatakam.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful. Very
Hij hoeft niet afgeknepen te zijn als bijvoorbeeld een kozijnenbrood of zo. Of het wat uitrollen en inbouwen, dat ken ik al voor knedingen. Zo, deze heeft volgens mij ook niet zo mooi vlam.